The Escapist was only ever popular at all because of Yahtzee. His show, Zero Punctuation, blew up immediately upon starting. He was bought out by the Escapist right away. He's made his whole career off of the money that they give him, the access they give him, so he was happy to work there just because basically they asked nothing from him other than to turn in the content every week. And they gave him a lot of leeway because he was such a popular product. And the popularity of his videos also led to other people eventually getting popular through the platform, like Jimquisition and Movie Bob. Now, each of them left eventually when they started becoming more controversial, and when Escapist started making cuts to different people and started cutting their video department. And there was a period of time where basically everybody who anybody cared about from the Escapist that wasn't Yahtzee had left. And Yahtzee was still there because, of course, they were always going to give him a good deal because he's the most popular guy on the website. At some point, this dude, Nick Calandra, got hired on to be the new head of the video team. And Nick Calandra made a bunch of really clever hires, really clever decisions, and he was super ear to the community. So for like 4 years, Nick has been working like very directly with the community of people who watch these videos to make everything work well for both the creators and the community. The higher ups that actually own all of this weren't really paying attention to any of that. They're just looking at the numbers and they think they need to cut some corners and they think they're overpaying this video guy maybe. So they cut the video guy. They just fired Nick, and everybody who worked for him went, that guy just completely rebuilt our video department over the last 4 years. Like, your video department's literally fucking worthless without that guy. He's the only one who knows what he's doing. And you don't treat any of us you don't treat any of us well. And the Yahtzee just kind of looked at it like, well, fuck, like I have the power to just end this. I could just end the Escapist's ability for this to be the end of everything that's been built. Like this 4 years of building we did, I can keep this building just by leaving the Escapist and helping these guys to just keep doing the same thing we already were doing, but through different means. It's very much been a hit the ground running kind of a thing, but they've been doing a phenomenal job, I think. And yeah, I think Jack Packard, the one with the D&D podcast you mentioned, had already been fired before this or something, so he ended up rejoining once they had left the Escapist. Because he's originally from Red Letter Media. It used to be that him and Rich Evans had the gaming show previously recorded, and then that never really took off. And I guess at some point Jack went to work for Escapist and do their D&D show instead. And again, that was like a huge part of like what they had built over the last 4 years in terms of like creating relationships between all the video creators. It really was just a problem of like the upper management just straight up not understanding that like this Nick dude had came in and built a whole culture underneath them, and they just